What's up, Hot Tub Nation? Today we're lucky for episode 3 of Hot Tub Chronicles. We got Mr. October over here, Khalil Tate. He's here to join us. So I'll start off with this. You got anything to tell Hot Tub Nation about yourself?
My name is Khalil Tate. I am from Los Angeles, California, Inglewood to be exact. I'm a current free agent, and I'm also a current actor.
Nice. So I'm going to start out early in your career. You know, I am a fan of consecutive numbers. I think it was your senior season. You went for 2K passing yards and 2K rushing yards. How was that?
It's crazy because whenever people ask me about high school, they never believe that stat line. But no, it was a good time. I went to Sarah High School in Gardena. We did really well. Had a lot of great talent around me, which made things a lot easier for me. But it was great playing for Sarah and, putting that S on my chest.
Nice. Who were some of the teammates you think on that team that helped make that possible?
Man, it's an endless line, but I can go from Tyler Hall, who's currently with the Philadelphia Eagles now, Tyler Hall, who's in my class, Brandon Burton, Wale Butiku, Blake Walls. Those are all guys that were in my class. But it was also people that were there when I was an underclassman too, like, Dory Jackson, Jalen Green, Rasheem Green, all those guys that, really helped, and they helped me see what I could really be.
Nice. So let's talk about being youthful. A lot of times we see high schoolers that are almost turning 20. Your freshman year, you started U of A and you're 17.
Yeah.
What was that like being that young?
It was a different experience, just because I knew a lot of people that were older. So, but for me, it kind of made me feel better about myself. It made me understand, like, I'm younger, but I'm playing with these guys, and I'm actually being able to show that I'm elite. So it made me kind of feel a lot better, and I'm pretty sure it made them realize, okay, this guy can really ball.
Nice. So what was some of your favorite moments from your freshman year?
Freshman year of college, right?
Yeah.
Just being a freshman. I think that's the most important part about college. Being a freshman and being able to understand that, even though you're young, you're still able to move sound and make the right decisions. But just having fun. I went to U of A down there in Tucson, the Dirty T, as they call it. So had a good time. It was a lot of fun, a lot of parties, a lot of leisure activities. So yeah.
So I'm gonna roll the clock forward a little bit. I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this one. Let's go to October 7th, 2017.
Okay.
Quarterback goes down.
Yeah.
The legend starts. What was that game like?
That was a crazy experience. For me, I was the number 2 guy behind Brandon Dawkins, who's one of my good friends now to this day. And I was the backup. I was just, kind of sitting there on the sideline. And I saw he went down. And I kind of was in shock that he went down because it was so early in the game. And after he went down, they said, "Khalil, you in?" And I never looked back.
How did it feel after that game? I think it was, you set the record, 327 rushing yards.
Yeah.
That was insane.
It's crazy because a lot of people don't know, but we played against a good Colorado team, and they had a running back named Philip Lindsay, right? And he actually rushed for 290, which a lot of people don't know. But because I rushed for 327 on 13 carries, it kind of overshined it. But it was a back and forth game. I would break for 60 yards or whatever, and then they'd go on a 70-play drive. So it was a dog fight. I think it was 45, 42. So it wasn't a lot of time for me to just enjoy it. I had to really, keep balling.
So over that next stretch, that was I believe that was when you got the name Mr. October.
Right.
You were like running all over the teams. You were, throwing darts everywhere.
Right.
How was that?
It was a good time. It was obviously before NIL. And, even to this day, a lot of people say, like, man, you would have went crazy doing NIL. And I feel like I would have. But it was a good time, though. It was great to, see myself actually put the work in. And even though I didn't get the notoriety early on, I just stayed down. And, when I actually got my opportunity, I ran with it. So it was great to be able to reap those benefits of, doing so well in that month. My birthday's in that month as well. So it was a great time.
Yeah, I can imagine. To keep it on the subject of October, I'm sure you've seen what's going on with the world, with the civil war between October's very own and Future.
Right.
What side are you on?
I'm a hip hop fan, so I'm very big on let the best man win. So yeah, I'm kind of in the middle with the Drake and Future one, but whoever's coming with it with the harder hit, I'm listening to it.
And in the October theme, what would you say is your favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh, favorite Halloween movie. What's yours to kind of help my mind boil a little bit?
I would say you can't go wrong with the little classic Halloween.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, Halloween movie. Halloween movie. Halloween movie. I honestly don't have an answer for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't think of one. Can you think of one? Halloween movie? Halloween.
Little
I can
It.
think of Christmas. I can think of parties, New Year's, Project X type.
Project X. Hey,
But that's not Halloween. But yeah,
you can always watch that for Halloween.
right.
But as we segue, let's go to our next season. Through for a lot.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment from your junior season?
My junior season, I think just the entirety of it. Being able to. Actually, we got a new coach, so being able to run a new offense, and we threw a lot more. So I was able to actually show my arm talent off and show that I can throw with the best of them. Even though I dealt with some injuries in that season, so that's probably my favorite part about it. Feeling like I was in a sense having to grow up sooner than I wanted to. Because we lost our coach, which I had a lot of success in. So just having to be by myself in a sense and just show the world that I can pass as well as run.
So, kind of skipped over it, but I'm sure maybe you go to the student bookstore, you see Sports Illustrated,
Yeah.
you see yourself on the cover. How'd that feel?
It was a surreal moment. Growing up, I feel like a lot of people, the biggest thing when we were growing up, it was magazines. That was the big deal. Getting the Sports Illustrated or whatever magazine company that may be. So it was surreal. It was a surreal moment to actually be on the cover of it, which is not a lot of people can say. Sports Illustrated, obviously, they've gone under, so they aren't going to be having any more Sports Illustrated stuff. So it's kind of crazy to know that I was one of the last ones to have a cover of it. So it was great to be able to experience that. And also too, I think the magazine came out in August of 2018, and my parents' anniversary, their 30th anniversary was I think August of 2018. So it was a nice gift for them.
Yeah, that definitely would be a amazing gift. Let's go to the desert theme. Let's say you're in the desert. You got to call one of your former teammates to come rescue you.
Ooh.
Who do you think you would pick?
Desert theme. So somebody that they have, desert theme. That's a good question. Somebody that's hydrated. That might help a little bit. I don't know. Somebody else. I'm trying to think. I think my good friend Tyler Hall. I think Tyler Hall helped me out a lot.
Speaking of Tyler Hall, we need to get you in the next episode.
Oh yeah, Tyler Hall, you next, man.
Yeah. Anyways, so let's talk a little bit more. Dory actually asked me this question. What Sarah coach would you have rescue you?
Sarah coach would I have rescued me? That's a good question. It would kind of be a tie between probably Marv and Coach Chuck. I've known the both of them for a long time, but I probably would say Marv because I feel like he can swim pretty well. I feel like Chuck he chill a lot, so I don't know if he can swim the best. But Marv, I feel like he could probably do something.
Hey, Marv is 2 for 2 on that question. So yeah, what would you say is your favorite moment of your career at U of A?
Favorite moment of my career at U of A. I'll probably have to go back to the Colorado game, just because it was so unexpected. I think those are the best moments in your life when something is so unexpected and it just kind of happens. Those are the best things because, you don't expect it to happen. So when it does happen, you're surprised yourself as well as the whole world. So I would say Rush playing in that game, it was an away game, which is, being in college, playing an away game is a big deal, because it's you and, those 80 people that are with your program versus those thousands of people that are with that other school. So it was great to be able to, really take the air out of that stadium.
Yeah, I could say unexpected moments are definitely some of the best. Personally, for mine, I remember when I went out to see the Washington football team play the Bucks versus Tom Brady and we won.
Oh,
that was definitely unexpected, and that was a very great day.
Yeah,
but,
my friend, Armani Rogers, he plays tight end. That's my boy.
Yeah,
Armani Rogers.
Yeah, got to see him a couple of times.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
I'm always out at the games.
That's crazy.
So yeah, shout out Armani Rogers.
Yeah, you gotta get him on here too, man.
Yeah, we got to get him out here. And then, so when I think of Fortnite, I remember I had to switch from Combat Pro to Builder Pro. What was the switch like from quarterback to receiver?
It was early on. It was a little rough just because I was still trying to do both. I feel like it's super hard trying to do both and not just focusing on one. So when I was able to actually focus on one of them, I think it took me there. It took me, to extreme measures. I started training with Deshaun Jackson a lot, which is one of my close friends.
Hell yeah.
I started training with Steve Calhoun a lot, which is another guy that I trained with in high school. He trains like Keenan Allen, Jordan Love, etc. And also, my boy Cash is at Full Circle Athletics. He's helped me out a lot too, and being able to just transform my body. I think that's the main thing within making that transition. Really fully changing everything about how you're living.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Deshaun Jackson, Cowboy Killer. He's had some good days with Redskins.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Cash is actually that guy's coach over
there.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, Coach Cash.
Yeah. So I'd say let's start to wrap this up. What would be your advice to athletes that are that just love the game of football?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, obviously, you're gonna hear this a lot within your young life, but it's easier said than done, but you just got to continue to go forward, regardless of what's going on. I mean, obviously, you're going to have your days, maybe weeks or months, but I think it's important that you see it for what it is and go forward, because if you don't go forward, you're going backwards.
Oh, yeah. Any concluding message for Hot Tub Nation?
Hot Tub Nation, we up and coming. We on the rise.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got more players coming in. Hey, thanks for coming out, man.